Welcome to this episode of Sridhar Selling. A few weeks back, I had said that I'll be discussing some very strong brands and some brands which have gone under during the course of time. I want to start today with three brands, all from Gujarat. The first brand I would like to talk about is a super brand. It's a mega brand. It's an iconic brand. I'm sure you would have guessed. This brand started from a little place in Gujarat called Anand. The purpose was not even to set up a mega brand. It was the dream of Mr. Korean, the founder of this cooperative business, to ensure a fair deal for milk producers. And the rest, as they say, is history. Today, Amul is an 80,000 crore company. What most of you may not know is it has over 1,500 products on its price list. What led to this success? The first advertising agency which was recruited by Mr. Korean was told by Mr. Korean that I do not understand marketing, branding, advertising. I know only milk. You go ahead and do whatever needs to be done to create the brand. Amul was the first major company to be in topical advertising. Every week we would look for the hoarding to see what Amul had to say on something which was topical. The lesson to be learned is don't think all ideas rest with the top management. Trust professionals and let them build the brand. When we talk of milk, the first natural product that comes to our mind is tea. The second brand I'm going to talk about is a brand which is very strong in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh. I ran into this brand long time back when I visited Gujarat on a field visit. The brand Wagh Bakri sounded rather strange to me. I thought it could also be Sant Nevla. Then later on I figured out the logo which shows a tiger and a goat having tea together was reflecting the philosophy of the founder, who was a true Gandhian. The brand represented the strong and the meek coexisting. What a beautiful thought. When you talk of tea, you think of Scotsman, you think of Darjeeling. Now here was Mr. Desi, who was in Africa, who was moved by Gandhiji's philosophy and came to India and started his tea business in the early part of the 20th century. Wagh Bakri understood the taste of its users. They understood the Gujarati palate. Masala tea, which doesn't exist perhaps anywhere else in the world, is so typically Gujarati, and they got onto that market. Today you have ready-to-mix tea bags from Wagh Bakri, and what a strong brand it is. It has a sales of over 2,000 crore rupees. The figures are not in public domain as it's a closely held company. You had milk, you have tea, and then cans naturally far behind. The third company I'm talking about is a small startup in the 1980s in Rajkot. Yes, I am talking about Balaji Wafers. Very interesting, Balaji Wafers, the founders used to work in a movie hall in Rajkot. They started selling wafers or potato chips to people who come to the movie hall. The quality was good, they maintained hygiene, people liked their taste. And the rest, as they say, is history. Today the company sells 5,000 crore rupees worth of snacks. Very strong in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh. when the multinational companies were trying to make an entry into the wafers market, somebody asked one of the founders of Balaji Wafers whether they could visit their factory. You know what the founder said? Most welcome. It's a matter of pride for me and India that a multinational company should want to visit our factory. He says, I know my customers. Nobody can take my customers away from me. That's the confidence when you have the recipe right, when you have the formula right, when you know your customer. So the moral of the story, my dear friends, as I go on repeating, know your customer, understand what she wants, build your brand, build your company around that. Customer is the center of your universe. Happy selling. Thank you very much.